here's the thing. Welcome to my channel. My name is Shill. I am a writer. I am an illustrator. I am associate editor of Pseudopod, a pro-market horror podcast. I'm also a whiskey enthusiast, Japanese chin owner, and overall badass. I promise you that part's true. Okay. Welcome to my first Friday, where I'll be drinking tea and just talking about things in my writer's life, the writer community, processes, and overall, it's a vlog. I am a writer who is currently going through their own processes for trying to find my own personal best. I have adult ADHD. As a child, and for a long time, I believed it was something only children had. It was what made them hyper gabby and Yagi, get. Stop chewing that. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Like I was saying, she was trying to chew on part of the cord that we're using to record this. That's not any good. That's not any good. It's the life of a geriatric Jin. I was saying, I have adult ADHD, and for a long time I thought that was something children suffered with. It turns out adults can have it too. I was never really a chatty child. I was never really a rambunctious or a misbehaved child. How it really manifested was in the ability to have focused thought. I'd be focusing on one thing, and then I'd get like a little brain weasel that would dig in, and immediately I go to another thing. And it turns into my brain just exploding with 1,001 different thoughts. And I can't really control where they come and where they go. And I thought everyone was like this. Turns out that is pretty much just me and anyone else who really has adult ADHD, which sometimes makes the process of getting your crap done, difficult. With that said, I tend to get my shit done. It is just, I've noticed, it doesn't have to be as hard as it is. I shouldn't have to have extraordinary amounts of discipline to accomplish something. And this is where I'm going through processes. Oh, what, you got something to say? Oh, you don't want to be on camera no more? Okay, you can get down. You don't got to be on camera no more. I love you. That was the angry Chin. Yeticorn. That girl. Anyways, this channel is going to be mostly me documenting and going through processes that I'm using to improve my creative output. And I want to really share these with others because I think it's very important, the idea of inclusivity. The idea that this isn't a me problem, this isn't a you problem, this can be an us problem that we go through and solve. So I really appreciate any tips, tricks, suggestions, or comments anyone has along the way. I am here for it. Another part of this is going to be me showing me working on my actual projects as I'm working on them. A lot of the content of these actual projects might not make it to my YouTube channel and might only make it to my Patreon. And it's not just simply about... She got dog hair on me. It's not just simply about having something that is just for my patrons to enjoy. It's also about not wanting to put my project out in the world while it's still fragile. I am keenly aware of what public criticism is. And because I have an not insane, that's not the right word. Because I have a brain that tends to jump from topic to topic, it's very easy for the things people say to throw me off course and have me working on something else. It's not the criticism I'm worried about. It's more of having someone plant a seed in my head that sends me off a course I normally would be. Like I said, having an attention deficit issue isn't the best when you're trying to do deep, hard work. But it can be worked around, and I'm committed to working around. I'm committed to conquering my own physiology, my own brain, basically. Becoming the masters of our own mind. And that is really what I'm after with this channel. The next thing I'm really trying to accomplish with this is to be more connected to a writer community. I have writers meetings in my own hometown here in North Florida. We meet in person. It's great. We drink beer sometimes. We read stuff. We forget to read stuff. It's amazing. I also have a pretty extensive convention circuit community, and I love them. They're great. But I also feel a need to have a greater connection to an online community, especially when I can't always be with my writer friends. I have many who have moved away, ones I only see once or twice a year at conventions, and I believe the accountability of a greater community is really where it's at. The Office chin. They are good girls. They are geriatric, and I love them. Oh, the life of a geriatric chin. Anyways, like I was saying, I'm trying to be part of the greater writer community online. AuthorTube. You've thrown me off course. I forgot what I was talking about because you demanded to be held like a baby. You demanded to be held like a baby. She's not the mean one. She's the sweet one. But you can't stay here forever. Hair all over me. Hair. That said, I really am interested in becoming part of a greater AuthorTube community, a greater online community for the mutual accountability that provides. Also, interacting with other people's processes and sharing processes, and really what is the best attempt at hacking my own mind, hacking my own productivity, and advancement as a creator. Overall, there was a lot of insecurities involved in starting this. I don't think I am the most charismatic person in the world. But I firmly believe that you really don't have to be. You don't really need permission or any qualification before you decide to go do something. So I'm just going to go do it. I had a setback before I started where someone who will remain nameless suggested to me that I wasn't pretty enough for a camera, for the internet, YouTube, Patreon, video, Discord, that visually that there's a certain look that tends to play well online, and I am not that. Well, that sort of made me want to do this channel more, because I'm a bitch. I firmly believe that beauty is not a prerequisite to having an opinion. It is not a prerequisite to success. It is not a prerequisite to being a human being that is trying to better themselves and sharing that journey with others. That's why I strongly encourage. I don't want any comments about like, oh no, you're actually pretty, or I don't need to be made feel better. That only sort of undermines my point. You don't have to reassure me that I'm pretty enough to be on camera, because the point is there's no such thing as pretty enough to be on camera. You don't owe your audience beauty. You don't owe anyone beauty. You don't owe anyone your body. Your body is not a prerequisite to your success. I just kind of want to throw those notions out the window. So when I kind of got that statement from this person that will remain nameless, it kind of made me want to do it more. It was like, look at me, I'm just a hot bag of garbage airing my opinion online. Just like all the other hot bags of garbage airing their opinion online. Just saying. So overall, that is really what I'm going about with this. And I hope you continue with me on it. A lot of these videos will end up on my Patreon. They will end up on my YouTube. I'm planning on posting just normal tea talks. I know, really creative name, right? Tea talk. Yeah. I should have done it on a Tuesday. That way I have like the alliteration. I don't care. I only have time on Fridays. Whatever. But yeah, I want to do tea talks every Friday where I just sit and discuss what we've been through. Maybe discuss topics that are pressing. discuss things that I have been going over with my in-person writings meeting, my local writer community, answer questions, and just overall catch up. I also will be posting documentative videos on my processes as I test processes. I will be trying out different authors' processes for probably 5 days to a week at a time, and just going through the ins and outs of what works for me, what doesn't work for me, especially from the mindset and perspective of someone who has an attention deficit issue. See whether or not that particular process is helpful, or if it made it worse and harder to focus, harder to be productive. And that's really where I am at. Thank you for coming here. Join me next Friday and when I post again. And I'll see you. Bye. Processes. Oh, what did you guys have something to say?